think we are live. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Chosen Live number 29. This one, we got ourselves a juicy one, so I might do more of these. If you guys are into these kind of things and you want me to do more of them, I could be tempted. We'll see how this one goes. But this is where I'm just going to explore the trailer a little bit, explore a little bit about what the trailer contains, and just talking a little bit about it. This is going to be like our sort of therapy session, if you will, for us Venom fans. So I'm going to wait for some people to get up on in here first before we begin. Chosen Vader owner, I do see you. Tristan, oh, I bet you did. Oh, I bet you did. Connor, Filiberto, Cobra Kai Scenes, Terry Silver. Yep, what's up? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Now, hopefully, there'll be no situations tonight with connection like there was yesterday. And on that, I just want to say that to make up for yesterday, there'll be a live Q&A coming in the future. I just hope I don't see any more of these things, whatever these weird things are. I mean, Jesus, I know I'm a handsome guy, but for God's sake. Well, I would like an R rating, but I think with establishing the foundation of PG-13, I think they're going to go that route. You saw Ian McDonald? What, Ian McDonald? You saw? Oh, wow, cool. Yeah, he's awesome. Very classically Shakespearean type trained actor. Love him. Wasn't that interested in the kind of design in the first movie. I like it now because I think the shots that they used for the trailer were very, how do I put it? They were very sort of out there. Whereas the scene, I mean, I'll get to it, but the shot where he's walking through the hallway, now that was a good design. Did Venom voice change? No, his thing's the same. I just saw your reaction video. Wait for your reaction. So I see. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I know it's you, Ali. What's up? Yeah, I mean, it might evolve. You know, it might evolve into it kind of thing. Simon, I want to ask you if you would sell your soul, I presume you mean sell your soul, for fame and everything you've ever dreamed of. No. I'd rather not lose my humanity. What's up, bro? Still not that hyped for this film. Yeah, I'm quite hyped. I think this is going to be pretty sick. I mean, as much as I enjoyed the first one, I think this one is going to be leaps and bounds above it because it has a clear focus for it. The Sonyverse now connected to the MCU. I've also heard that Deadpool 3 will be rated R, so Venom 2 will be rated R. Well, Deadpool is rated R. I don't think Venom 2 will be because Sony will want to cash in on the general audience, you know, who go and see this film. So I don't know. I don't see that happening. It was in a town called Junction outside of D. Oh, really? Just saw him chilling in his garage when walking since I heard he lived there. Ah, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. He's living the quiet life. Living the quiet life out there. Yeah, that transformation was sick. Evan, my dude. I'm hoping they make Carnage Symbiote as the offspring of Venom. Yeah, he will be. Carnage transforming is a lot disgusting because it looks like his actual skin is... Yeah. Venom's looks like slick and cool, whereas Carnage looks like he's morphing into him. But let's get on with the thing. So this is what Chosen Lives will be going forward. So it's going to be just sort of me probably just breaking down stuff when it pertains to news and all that kind of stuff. And as I upgrade my setup, these will only get better. So let's go through the first frame. Let's skip through the. Let me turn the sound down because what will happen is Sony will kick my ass. All right, let's skip through all that. That's just like the opening 2 seconds. I don't know why they keep doing this in their trailers. So, establishing shot here, Eddie outside the town, presumably going to visit Cletus or whatnot. Probably not a lot I can get from that. Probably not a lot. Oh, yeah, it is Eddie, yeah. Riding his nice Ducati. Love the cinematic shot. Now, for me, that shot looks exactly from the first film. Yeah, I do know who Null is. From the first film, when Venom is stood atop the skyscraper, that looks like it's the exact same shot, unless he goes back to the same kind of building or it's just a similar look. But I don't know. I think, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see that. And then Venom's just basically playing ragdolls with humans, just throwing them all over the place. Yeah, I apologize for a bit of the lag. Yeah, there's my computer seems to be acting up. There's yeah, we're gonna truck through it. Oh, TCK, that's sick. Cobra Kai Shola Marijuana and talks to lead Blue Beetle movie at HBO Max. Man, what did I say? What? How long have I been saying that? Man, I called that shit. Fuck, man. That actually annoys me because I called that. Honestly, I called that ages ago. I said that Shola would be perfect for Blue Beetle. I said he would absolutely be perfect. God damn. Why can't I put money on that stuff? So he throws him around, lifts him up, and snack time. Snack, 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 snack. And that's going to be obviously a point of contention for Eddie and Venom within this film, is them two sort of trying to adjust to each other and find the dynamic between them, especially with Venom having this insatiable hunger and Eddie trying to say, look, no, you need to cool yourself. You know, we need to try and stay on track. Hence the tire in his apartment. He's probably trying to let Venom get all that anger out. It's just going to be interesting to see how these two gel, because I've said this before. The second act in a 3-act play. Now, I'm just going to be multiple Venom movies. There's not going to be 3. There's going to be multiple. But the way you structure a second act is it doesn't end on a happy note. It doesn't end on a good note. It's usually always the darkest for our protagonists. And if I was a betting guy, I would say that his ex-girl, she's probably going to die by the end of this. Like I would put money on it that she's probably dead by the end of this, or something. She's going to be in danger either way, and he'll fail to save her, something like that. So he'll get his Gwen Stacy moment. Yeah, God, I thought we were over that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It depends. Do they want to keep her around to play She-Venom, or do they want to have her, to really set the foundation and narrative that Carnage needs to stand out amongst the other symbiotes. No matter what other symbiotes come, whether it's Null, Toxin, Anti-Venom, all of those, no matter what symbiotes come, there needs to be something that separates Carnage from them. And if Carnage kills Anne, that makes it personal between him and Venom. You've made it personal then. And then if you bring Peter into the mix, which they inevitably will, then you have Peter and Eddie versus Carnage. But for the time being, you make it personal between these two. You make it really personal. This is what will bring Venom's dark side out. This is what will let Eddie see, right, hang on, Venom, I need you to go and kick his ass now. Get rid of him. Because there's no incentive. And I agree, Tristan. If they kill off Carnage in this film, we're disappointed because they got to save him for the potential Spider-Man and Venom versus Carnage. Exactly this. But the way I see it, you need there to be some kind of stake that separates Carnage from the rest. He can't just be another symbiote. And I know Null, Toxin, and all the others, they'll have ways of separating themselves, but to not fall down the way of, oh, okay, we've seen this before with Riot, etc. We don't want to go that route of getting too repetitive. We want to separate the villains from each other. And what will make Carnage stand out from the rest is if he kills Anne. I think Carnage should be absolutely successful in killing Anne. Successful. Like, he needs to kill her off, because then that serves as motivation for Eddie. And then whenever Carnage is mentioned, he'll snap. Carnage needs to be his trigger. And that will set up a long-term arc of him and Spidey versus Carnage. Sony, get me in the writer's room. Yeah, Venom is an anti-hero. King, what's up, man? King. Yeah, Carnage is a villain. Well, Peter and Venom don't really start out that well, and that's the only issue I have with these Venom movies, is they're so intrinsically linked to Spider-Man that him not being there, it's almost quite distracting because it is key to that story. But they've gone with it now. So I can only hope that when they bring Spidey over, which they inevitably will, if these guys aren't in the MCU already, Spunk, you know, Sony's version of the MCU. What a weird name. Then yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But for me, Carnage needs to do something that separates him from the rest. And yeah, I apologize for a bit of lag, guys. My thing's acting a bit up, but we're gonna truck through it. But fear not, you know, in the coming weeks, my setup's going to improve and all of that. So don't worry, progression will happen. And yeah, I agree. Chosen Vader. Zoom is probably the only like last good villain of the Flash for me. But I stopped watching ages ago. But Zoom was good in season 2, very good. But yeah, Carnage is a symbiote. Yeah. Tristan says, I have a feeling Venom will possibly leave Eddie in second act because he hates this no killing rule. But when Carnage is becoming a threat, Venom will come back to him. Yeah, I could see them having a lover's tiff pretty much. Venom buggers off. And then, yeah. Well, do you know what? This is the thing, Evan. Chosen Live 30 will be the live Q&A. That'll be the live Q&A. And I want to try and do it on my birthday, as Ali was saying. I want to try and do it on my birthday, 15th of August. I want to try and do it then. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted for that. But it feels like Venom and Eddie are at a point of contention. And there's just so much tension between them, trying to sort of come to a consensus on working together, if that makes sense. Got the Ravencroft Institute. Now, I am a sucker for a shot that establishes a location. This shot right here is perfect. Now, before Carnage even goes absolutely berserk in this arena later on, I love just the atmosphere this creates, like this feeling of dread. Hang on. Let me find out, because I said it in the trailer reaction, but I need to pronounce the name correctly. I'm going to go, you know, shit like that. Shriek. There we go. That's Shriek. So Shriek will be in the film. As well. I thought that said Ravenclaw. Yeah, Ravenclaw. It's probably the wrong place to have Carnage if he's a Ravenclaw. But Shriek will come into play, and Shriek will probably be... She will be the one that splits Venom and Carnage apart. Carnage disappears into the ether, and then Venom maybe thinks he's won, and Carnage is just out there. Or part of it will be Carnage escapes, and Venom and Eddie have to live with it, knowing that Anne is now dead, right? Because this is what I would do. You kill off Anne, like, unless they have any plans to use She-Venom again, you kill her off because you make it personal between Venom and Carnage. You make it seriously personal. And that will separate Carnage from all the symbiotes that come along. Because no doubt, in my mind, Spidey and Venom are going to team up at some point. It's inevitable. But ultimately, when they get to Null, when they get to Toxin, when they get to Anti-Venom, you need something that still separates Carnage, because those guys are OP as hell. Yo, RJ, the GOAT has arrived. The GOAT has arrived. So we got Shriek basically going Banshee on this, you know. I saw that, RJ. You know what actually annoys me about that, RJ? Is TCK put it in the chat earlier on. I've been saying for ages that Shola Marijuana would play a perfect Blue Beetle. I should have put at least a $5 on it or something. I could have got some dough. And yeah, Null is extremely powerful, Ali. But all right, so she's screaming her lungs off. She's going Banshee X-Men kind of thing, just blowing shit. And Eddie's establishing the rules. Rules, no eating people. He's laying the foundation, laying the groundwork. If you're going to stay, you're going to follow these rules. You're going to follow these rules. And this is where I think the tension is going to come in. And, you know, bops Eddie right in the face. And he's trying to apologize. But obviously, now that Venom's been with him for quite an amount of time, I don't think he was even joking. I think he was taking the piss just as a reason to go and knock him right in the face. Tristan says, is Shriek really a big threat to Venom in the comics? Well, she has the ability to be the weakness, you know, with the sound and all that. So she can be a real pain in the ass to them. So it will be she'll be integral to how Carnage escapes. And Evan says he's almost finished doing the Marvel quiz. There we go. But, you know, it's going to be interesting because as great as it was to see Eddie and Venom, like, getting along in the first film, like, yeah, this is cool. We're really going to get to see how these two characters, you know, one not Earth, one Earth, working together, right? and being one while still following their own journey, if you know what I mean. So I think what you guys were saying there earlier about maybe Venom splitting from Eddie, that could potentially happen for a bit. Not forever, but for a bit. Maybe at the halfway point in the film or something. Something like that. Something like that. Phoenix says, I think that Peter would try and stop Venom from killing Carnage and innocent people, like he has no control of Venom. That's how Venom starts hating Spider-Man. Maybe. But I think that would be unnecessary. If Peter was already established with Venom, you could go that route. But I feel like it's unnecessary, especially if you take into the context of if Carnage kills Anne, I don't want Peter in the way. I want Venom to go all out, like all out, you know. But there'll definitely be something with Venom versus Peter. That will happen, but it will be like a Batman versus Superman kind of thing. Like it won't be long. It will be just, you know, against each other. Why did you say that name? And then fighting the main villain. I heard some people say Tom Hardy is not good as Venom. Who said that? Matt. Right. To whoever said that, close the laptop, go outside, get some fresh air, and get a Five Guys as well. Get some food in you. I think another Venom movie will leave Eddie at the end in one of those movies, and then he attaches to Spider-Man. That would be a great way to set that up. Maybe because of what happens in this movie, I think we've just clocked it. Maybe because of what happens in this movie, Venom, right, so let's say Anne is dead. Anne dies. Venom splits from Eddie. These two split. As I said, the second act in your 3-act play is the darkest for your protagonists. It doesn't end on a good note. It's not meant to end on a good note. I mean, tell that to The Last Jedi. But it's not meant to end on a good note. It's meant to end on a very uncertain, bad note. So maybe Venom splits, Venom buggers off, end credit scene. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying we might have called it. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. If Venom splits, then maybe that's how Venom gets introduced to Peter. Peter gets the symbiote. Peter loses the symbiote. Symbiote goes back to Eddie. That's how you do Venom versus Spider-Man. Then you fight a bigger enemy kind of thing. Not Carnage yet, but you throw some random symbiote in there, like Riot's cousin or something. Just throw them in there. But essentially, it's going to be, you know, it's gonna go that way. Why did you say that name? But I will hope though that, you know, the studio go and they don't rush this. They take their time with it. They establish the foundation and they go with the flow. Don't rush this. This needs to be done the right way. The right way. But honestly, I think that's a good shout. I think the end of this movie, let's just say, for example, Carnage, like Venom's main rival, you know, you need something that separates him. He kills off Anne. He escapes. Venom and Eddie fall out. Venom buggers off. Eddie's alone. He's by Anne's tombstone or something. And then that's when you go and connect him to Spider-Man. Sony, get me in the writer's room. Like, how perfect would that sync up? That would be a perfect... Because the way I see it, if you're throwing Peter in there and he gets the symbiote, it's forced. Whereas you can use this movie to make it feel more organic and natural. And you can naturally have it gravitate towards that. Maybe in the time of the theoretical separation between Venom and Eddie, Peter gets a hold of the symbiote. Exactly that. You literally have Venom bugger off. That's what happens. Play the strawberry scene. I'll do that later. Disney and Sony needs to hire you. Facts! Exactly, like I'm writing this for them. Calling it now, Peter gets the symbiote in the 4th movie, Scorpion. You see? I said it. August the 13th. August the 15th. Close, though. Carnage needs to be a main big bad of the MCU. Sony. Yes, needs to be. And the good thing about him is as he evolves, he gets stronger. Much stronger. So you're going to... Can you imagine a black-suited Spider-Man and Venom teaming up again? Oh! Five Guys fries, perfection. Absolutely agree. I want original blue and red suit. Oh yeah, we'll be hearing that on Wednesday. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. We'll be continuing from when Uncle Ben dies, and then we'll be carrying on. Sorry about that. But don't worry though, live Q&A is coming soon. Marvel and Sony hire me and Jacob. Exactly. Make me null or something. Give me toxin. That'll do. Do the voice. But I think at the time Peter gets the symbiote in Spider-Man 4 where he starts college, it'd be good to see him be his own man at that time. Maybe. Carnage is like Ghost Rider badass, but they get over it. Yes, they do. Yeah, What If comes around that time. Yeah, I've seen this comment 1,000 times. Look at this for your birthday. I'm going to donate my house, a half-eaten Mars bar, a skybox that is expired. 1.1 quid, or is that 11 quid? In Albanian currency and all of Tottenham's trophies. It's a shame they don't have any trophies to give. Happy birthday, lad. Well, thank you very much, but we're not there yet. Yeah, exactly. You don't give Carnage one movie. You set him up, and the way you do it is you have him kill someone that is close to Eddie. That's perfect. Santiago, how are you? I mean, it depends. You know, I don't want them to make him have it for longer than he needs to, if you know what I mean. But I know what you mean. Oh, God. Craven against Tom Holland with a symbiote suit. All right, so we're at this point here. You know, he sucker punched Eddie right in the face. And this is just like him and Eddie just, they're going to fall out at the end of this movie. I can already tell that something, if you kill off Anne, that gives Venom enough reason to bugger off. So we've got Eddie visiting Cletus here. Now, no doubt this is going to be really early on in the film. And this is just going to be a case that Eddie's working. He's going to be trying to figure it all out. He's going to be trying to learn more about Cletus and his serial killings and whatnot. And Cletus is just going to take a real fascination to Eddie. And what happens here is, I presume, when he bites Eddie, that's when a bit of the symbiote goes within him. And I'm glad they got rid of that stupid Ronald McDonald wig. Thank God for that. I mean, Woody Harrelson's going to knock this out of the park. I can already tell. I mean, this bit was just like, ugh. But that bit there, that's where the symbiote will go in. Right there. The symbiote will split and go in. Yeah, strapping up, getting on the bike. Love a nice city shot. And this is obviously after he's done that biting bit. So the way I think it's going to go is Cletus is going to be on death row. That rhymed. He's going to be on death row. And Eddie's going to be working a case. He's going to be digging into him. He's going to be exploring him. He's going to be trying to figure out more about him. He's going to be trying to learn about him. Because, you know, his death's coming up. So he wants to make sure that all the truths, all the things are revealed. And then as he's constantly visiting Cletus, to obviously get his final words on the story, Cletus is going to take a shine to him. That's where comes in. I actually hurt. Ow. That's where Cletus comes in, bites his hand, and the symbiote attaches himself to him. Don't know. Maybe Cletus is a cannibal. Maybe. That's a good point, King. But the thing is, if they kill Anne's boyfriend, like, I mean, it will be sad for Eddie and Venom, but I don't think they'll be sad, but it wouldn't be as sad if it's Anne. If it's Anne, like, that would split them. That would split them apart. Because then Venom loses She-Venom. So that makes it really personal. And then the whole thing could be about Venom reuniting with Anne. Like, that could be something great. And then that's where you can introduce the portals and the time concepts and stuff later on. I mean, that would be cool, but then we'd fall into oversaturation. Oh yeah, RJ, this movie's going to be insane. But this is what I mean. Once you get the origin story out the way, this is what you get. Mariana! Oh, don't worry, you're perfectly on time, Mariana. You are perfectly on time. I hope you're good. Implied that Cletus was a cannibal. There you go. Then yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Exactly. If they kill Anne's boyfriend, you know Eddie and Anne getting to... Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel like with it being the second act, Carnage is clearly going to survive this film. I don't think they're going to kill him because when you look at it this way, Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage. That's it. Like, Toxin's cool, Anti-Venom's cool, Nulla's cool, but you only know about them if you're the Venom nerds. Like, you know, no disrespect to us, but we only know about them because we're the nerds. The three main ones are Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage. They're the three main ones. So I don't see them killing him. It's too soon. You've only just introduced him. And I want to see Peter and Eddie go up against him because he's going to evolve and he's going to get stronger, much stronger. And I tell you what, if they make it MCU bound, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, Spidey, call on Daredevil and Moon Knight and all that to say, hey, me and Venom could use your help taking out these little bastards. Just throwing it out there. Oh, yeah, but that, I mean, dude, the fact that Venom went back inside Eddie, right? He Professor Hulked it. He Professor Hulked it. He retreated inside Eddie and he ran away. That should tell you everything you need to know about Carnage. That was a perfect representation of how dangerous and how scary Carnage should be. I love that. Like, I think this one, as much as the first one had a horror element to it with Venom, it played it safe. I want this one to be scary. Like, you need, like, Carnage needs to be an absolute... You know how in the Aliens films, when characters get stuck in tight spaces and they're trying to scram, trying to get out of there, and they're being chased by the Xenomorphs? That's what you need to do with Carnage. You need to make this dark as hell. You really do. Because this really needs to lay the foundation of Venom's future. If you get this right, Venom's future arcs are going to be linked right back to this moment. That's why, honestly, I would, as much as I would like Anne and Eddie to get back together, I think it's much more heartbreaking if you have Anne actually die, because it just, it gives us a reason to root for Eddie and Venom beyond, oh, they're cool and they bond. If you kill Anne, you make it personal, and it can really serve as an emotional layer behind them, you know? I mean, they'll be coming into films anyway soon, but the thing is, you know, it's Spider-Man, Carnage, and Venom. Even the general audience knows about them three at least. But for the comic book nerds like me, like when they bring in Toxin, damn. Venom and Carnage have a final battle. Then at the end of the fight, Carnage will fake his death and makes Eddie think he's dead. Yeah. I mean, could you imagine? And how horrific would this be? Carnage is a sick character. And I mean, sick as in cool, but he's twisted. He's fucked up. Like, this dude is like, you know, like, you know, just playing around with bodies like it's fun. Like, he'll make art using their blood. Like, that's how sick this character is. How dark would it be if Anne is killed in the church and Carnage strings her up on the cross? Fucking hell. Like, because he's holding the picture frame. I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, hell, with Halloween Kills coming up, this coming up, there is going to be a lot of carnage in pop culture movies coming up. I've heard the kills in Halloween Kills are absolutely insane. Like, that movie is just full of kills galore. Can't wait to see that. But essentially, like, Carnage needs to be scary. And you need something... Because Carnage and Venom, they're strong. But in comparison to Toxin, Anti-Venom, Null, like, those guys... You know, they're a leap above. So you need something emotionally to separate Carnage from the rest. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Toxin equals offspring of Carnage and the 100th spawn of Venom's bloodline. Yeah. There you go, guys. That's a bit of info on Toxin. I think in Spider-Man No Way Home, Andrew would say, if you don't save people, you have no remorse to be Spider-Man, so take the suit and leave. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. You think they'll ever bring Chameleon? I hope so. Dude, Chameleon would have been so perfect. Like, if No Way Home wasn't a multiverse movie, Chameleon would have been absolutely perfect to bring in then. And then that's how you introduce the Kingpin. Chameleon is really underrated. Carnage is insane. Don't believe me, read the comics and watch the animated series. Yeah, facts. If you guys have never seen the 90s series, go and watch it. It does Carnage and Venom so right. You know, you know, that one. We know that hysterical laughter from Carnage. I know. Yeah, like I would put money that Anne is dead. She's dead. That there's, and that, again, it all depends if they have plans for She-Venom. If not, you kill her. You kill her off because it's a key part of Eddie's character, and Anne is, you know, think of in the first film when Venom says to him, "You might not get another chance." That's gonna happen. Carnage is gonna kill her. I think Carnage needs to kill her because then again you make it personal. And then that way, no matter what powerful, it's like the Baron Zemo effect. Thanos is more of a threat to the Avengers than Zemo is, but Zemo is emotionally the one who damaged them. He broke them from the inside. So no matter how powerful Thanos is, Zemo destroyed them. The same way Carnage has to. You're making me more excited for this movie, Jesus. I'm telling you, it's gonna be sick. I can't wait for the Inhuman series. That'll be crazy to see my boy Black Bolt in action. Please get it right. They need to get it right, for God's sake. The 90s Spider-Man animated series is how you do a mature cartoon series. Exactly. I mean, hell, even Harry Osborn having the drip waves. Like, that was weird. Yeah, Bully Angel. Yeah, I know. I see you couldn't this season. Forget Chameleon. Should have been Craven. Give me Craven. Why not both? Like, it could have been good for both. But Craven would be perfect. I mean, I think he'll still be in there. Like, that's what makes, as much as Venom is brutal. So I'm not talking about Flash Thompson Venom. I'm not talking about Matt Gargan Venom. I'm talking specifically Eddie Brock Venom. He's lethal and he's dangerous, but Eddie has a moral center. Cletus has no moral center. He thinks what he's doing is fun and it's enjoyable. I would love for him to just kill Anne, kill a load of people, and not feel a single bit of remorse, because that will piss Eddie off. And again, makes it personal. Makes it seriously personal. But Carnage has no remorse. Carnage is a level above Venom in that respect. You know, I'd say that Venom, ultimately for me, in terms of strength, like between them, it always fluctuates, at least for me. But the one thing that Carnage has over Venom is he has unrelenting advance. He doesn't care. He has no moral center. He has no moral compass. He will do whatever he has to do to get the job done. And if you're in his way, you're dead. Like, he won't care. I mean, that shot in the trailer of when he sticks his tongue down the guy's throat and he's killing him from the inside, that's disgusting. And I cringed at it, but that's what Carnage is. What if Carnage does a mystery thing and have info about Eddie, then finds out that Eddie has a girlfriend and he kills her at some point? Yeah, he'll find out that that's the thing. And he'll want to kill her because it's fun. For him, at least. Yeah, watch the animated series. Carnage fused with Peter and they brought Uncle Ben back. Exactly. It's going to come out in the fall, apparently. It's going to come out in the fall. Paul the Dude! How you doing? A Sony executive said that No Way Home will explain all the multiverse stuff and set up the future Spider-Man movies, which means Venom. Yeah, so it lays the groundwork. Exactly. Well, Infinite Edits said it best. It's not that he just doesn't care. Carnage enjoys it. He enjoys it. Like, he's literally a serial. Like, this is what I mean, right? These kind of characters, right? And this falls under the same bracket as Ghost Rider, Punisher, Blade, Daredevil, even Moon Knight to an extent. These characters have to be dark. There is no light with these characters. There is nothing light about them at all. With Venom, I'll give Sony a pass because they want Venom to be the spearhead of their Spunk universe. Terrible name. But what a terrible name. But essentially, these characters are dark as hell. Like, they are bad to the core. There is no redemption in Carnage whatsoever. Punisher, like, I mean, you know, he doesn't need redemption, but you know what I mean? There is so much darkness within those characters. Redemption isn't on the cards. It's more of they're going to do whatever they have to do, and whoever gets in their way is going down. Especially Carnage. I mean, Punisher has redemption in him. Ghost Rider has redemption in him, but Carnage? Nah. Nope. Carnage is bad to the bone, all the way to the end. Yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home being delayed, I could see that happening. Yeah, I can't imagine Tom Holland's Peter reacting to Carnage. He's just going to go, oh my God, man. Like, no, Sony. Tom Holland's Spider-Man needs to shit himself. This is Carnage. He's a murderer. Like, you know, he'll kill him cold. So that's why Venom and them come together. I can't be asked with the Captain Marvel stuff. It is what it is. She's in the stuff now. Like, what can you do? It is what it is. Well, I mean, Zoom is dark, but we're on about Venom here. The anti-heroes, yeah, the anti-heroes do have redemption, but ultimately, people like Carnage, they don't have redemption. All right, let's continue on. And this is obviously here, them trying to kill him, and the bit of the symbiote that latches onto Cletus is actually protecting him. It's keeping him safe. And obviously, when it's trying to, they're trying to infuse the stuff in his veins, the symbiote is pushing it, and that explains the big bang that blows up the whole thing. Don't worry about it, Ali. It's fine. I mean, look, the way I see it, you know, I'm not a big Captain Marvel fan, but I used to enjoy Miss Marvel. Like, I thought Carol Danvers back in the day was pretty cool. The way they've gone with her in the MCU, it's just, you know, it's all right. But Monica, she's the GOAT. I mean, look at this. Look at the drip that he gets. You know, he gets a symbiote, he gets swag hair, you know, suit, silk shirt on, looking all Miami. That is sick. Right? That transformation is sick. And the way it's different from Venom is like just a physical morph, like sort of like Carnage looks like he's actually molding and morphing, like beautiful. They make it distinguishable. That's good. That right there. That. And this here, like, I mean, I know Venom does it. I mean, I know Carnage doesn't look exactly like his comic book counterpart, but that right there, that shot, that's his comic look. Not fully, but that's his comic look. And he just goes absolutely ape on this. Now, the one thing that the first Venom did that I don't want them to do in this one is they cut away. When Venom bit someone's head off, it cut away. When Venom was beating up people, it cut away. Do not cut away. Even on PG-13, you can get away with some stuff. Push it as much as you can, because Carnage we need to really physically see the level and danger that Carnage brings. We need to physically see. And this is just disgusting right here. This is rancid. Oh, God. Ugh. 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 Oh, I love it. A city shot. That shot right there, look at that. It's like an octopus, like, doing the King Kong scene, you know? Sick. Slams it down. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Now, I could see this being... after Venom and Eddie fight Carnage, I could see this being a situation where Anne's dead after this point. Like, this is after Anne's dead, and this is him giving his, like, sort of, you know, bad guy speech. That is dope. Like, I think I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot more Carnage action in this film than actually Venom. Like, you're gonna see a lot of stuff with Carnage. And I like how in this one you can actually clearly see the symbiotes much more clearly. Yeah, look at that. Right there. Right there. This right here. This frame, take note of it. She's dead. 100% she's dying. If they don't kill Anne, then whatever they do, they need to do something that makes it personal between Venom and Carnage. They need to do something. A small bit of the symbiote is probably the Carnage symbiote in its juvenile state. Exactly. Then when it fully blends with Cletus and his bloodstream, he gets the red appearance. Yep. Exactly. Not my Carnage. In the words of Robert Pattinson, push the PG-13 boundary. Yeah, exactly. Push it. Push it, push it. Leon, how are you, man? You watch on mute. Yeah, I mean, get to Venom. Get to Venom after Cobra Kai. Get to Venom. And this isn't a... That wasn't actually a spoiler, because this is just speculation for where the second film could go. So don't worry. Evan says, I got his first video coming up next few days, at least by the weekend. So yeah, so make sure you guys go and check out Evan's channel. All things Cobra Kai. Head on over there. That's what I do. That's what I do, Evan. That's what I do. I'm good at it. I'm good at it. But this picture frame right here, if this is the second act and you're bringing Carnage in the mix, she's dead. Like, I personally think she's going to get the Gwen Stacy death and she's going to die. Like, and she's going to die a much more brutal death. Like, she's not going to die where Gwen falls, smacks her head on the thing. I tell you what, though, like, she's 100%, I feel like she's dead. By the way, guys, I got my mate Leon into Cobra Kai, so that's great. Cobra Kai is going well, though. That show had me all types of emotional this morning. What episode are you on, Leon? I presume you're at the season 2 finale, because it's powerful. It's powerful. Let us know what part you're at. Jacob's bringing more hype to the god. Well, I mean, yeah, that's it, man. I am goated. Trust me, I'm a good hype man. A very good hype man. Mariana says, I took the Marvel quiz twice. The first time I was Nick Fury and the second time I was Captain America. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. I suppose you would... Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. What character did you want to get, though? No, Gwen Stacy did die a brutal death, but I'm talking in comparison to what's going to happen to Anne, it's going to look like a soft memory. Carnage is going to destroy her completely. Like, she's going to die a very horrible death. I'm telling you, Carnage, he doesn't play games. Can't remember. I'll let you know tomorrow. All right, no worries, Leon. But I'm serious, guys. Carnage is going to do something that kills her. And Eddie's going to either have to watch or he's going to find her dead. And that's where you end it. Second act. That's how you end it. You end it dark. You don't end it happy. You don't end this with a resolution. You end it with Venom and Eddie losing. And the way they lose isn't that Carnage gets away. It's that he gets away and they lose Anne. That's how you do it. And then that emotionally serves Eddie and Venom for the future of wanting to reunite with Anne. That's been in many comic book storylines of Eddie wanting to reunite with them. This is a good point. If Anne dies, does the boyfriend become a villain and hunt Eddie? It depends. With other symbiotes coming, it's possible. Shout out to the 20 people in the stream. You guys are sick. So if Anne does die and the boyfriend is resentful, I could see maybe a symbiote coming and maybe him bonding with it or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like maybe he could probably be another casualty. Let's carry on. And this right here is sick. Look at the way he moves through the space. He moves through like an actual xenomorph from Aliens. And that shot right there. Woo! Look at that. Absolutely badass. Just, oh, God, he looks good. And then look, this bit right here. I love this bit. Venom's like, nah, dude, I got to get the fuck out of Dodge. And he retreats into Eddie, and he's like, I am out of this. I'm not even doing this. Nah, hell no. And he basically turns into Professor Hulk. Look at Carnage here, man. Damn. RJ is biased. Leave RJ alone. He's fine. It's an opinion. We're all opinions. All opinions. Depends what you're talking about. Like, I'm sat here hyping up Venom and Carnage, and then there's just random vitriol just coming in the chat. What kind of smoke is that? And then obviously Eddie promising Venom that, you know, he can eat whoever he wants. Then Venom's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. But I think this is going to be the part where Anne dies. This bit. I think maybe It's going to be in this kind of space. I have a feeling in my gut. I don't know. I mean, that's a good point, Evan. How many can kill all at what? I mean, it's not who he kills necessarily; it's how many he kills. I think this is going to be the most kills you'll see in a Venom movie. He's going to be on an absolute bloodbath, and that right there, love that. And there you go. You got shots of the fight ensuing. I don't think that's going to be the final fight, though. You got Venom burning. You got Cletus dancing. You got Shriek screaming, and you got him presumably stealing some stuff. And then I think, yeah, the thing is, though, with the amount of carnage, no pun intended, that's going to happen, Carnage might have the ability to hold Venom against the wall while he kills Anne. Like, I'm just saying, it's going to be dark. It's not going to be light. And I think Andy Serkis is directing this, isn't he? So I think he's going to want to go do as much as he can. When he says he eats who he wants, what if Venom kills Anne? Plot twist. Or if Venom kills Anne, I don't think Eddie would ever want him back. Like, I think that would be too personal between them. I think it's going to be Carnage. I think Carnage is taking her out. Exactly. It makes Venom kills it like paper cuts. Very good analogy. Michael Myers from Halloween Kills uniting with Carnage. Did we just become best friends? Like, honestly, Michael Myers in Halloween Kills, he's going to be tearing shit up. Like, honestly, that film looks brutal. Does Eddie go to New York if she dies? I would like that. I would like that. Since they already have Carnage and Shriek, all they need is Doppelganger to form a family, so it imitates the Maximum Carnage story. That's exactly where they're going. That's what this is going to do. It's going to basically emulate that. It's going to be their own version of it, kind of thing, loosely. Then we get past that bit. Venom tries to escape. Carnage holds him back. And that right there, Venom's down on the floor. Could you imagine if Anne's going to die, that's the final shot she sees? Unless he's trying to eat Venom on the floor, but I don't know. Don't really see it. I think there's going to be a lot of moments like this throughout Venom 2 where you see... And, I mean, look. Think about it this way. Anne is going to get married. Where is the fight? In a church. What if it's literally the night before her wedding? The night before her wedding. Dead. How symbolic would that be? I'm just saying. And it's mostly because I have an eye for these things. And when you see X amount of movies and stuff, you can kind of see the way things are going to go. Or when you understand like certain story structure. I think what's going to happen is throughout the film, you're going to see Eddie jealous, happy, and sad kind of thing. He's getting the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 effect, where he's going to be like, you know, I wish I was with her, but I've got to see her with another dude. But I'm happy for her. It's the conflict. And then what's going to happen is she's going to die literally the night before. And then it's going to be that old wives' tale of it's unlucky she died the night before her wedding day. How? How powerful? I'm just saying, can I get a hell yeah in the chat? Like, come on. I'm literally calling this shit. It just feels like a natural progression. As soon as I saw that ring and they're fighting in a church, I was like, and it's the kind of thing Carnage would make a joke on. He would say, you know, what would be a good Carnage example? He'd be like, the night before already, you know, something like that. He would really do that. Like, honestly, that it's gonna hurt. It's going to be emotional. Like, I think it will be one of the most emotional moments that you could ever have for Venom, is killing her off by Carnage. Do you think you can pull off a man bun? I know I'm weird. Well, I've kind of got one. I just need to make it a bit smaller. Sort of Robbie-esque. I know you're not weird. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's it. I mean, put it this way. If you kill Ned and you kill Anne, how emotional, the emotional resonance between Tom Hardy's Venom and Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to be palpable. Them two can connect on the foundation that they've just lost someone close to them. They've lost someone so dear to their heart, they're dead. That's how you form them, and that's how they can move forward together. See? Thanks, RJ. You're feeding into me there. I like that. Chosen needs to be a film writer. Could be very good at it. Oh, don't worry. I got some things. I'm glad they're saving Carnage voice for the movie. Yeah, keep that. You keep that in the movie. You don't really reveal that in the trailer. I want to hear that in the movie. If I'm Carnage, I would put Venom in a situation where he has to kill Anne, which would make Eddie never forgive Venom. Maybe, but I don't know. I think Venom cares about her too much. I mean, with the scene that plays after this, right, of where, you know, Eddie's shaking the guy's hand and Venom smacks him here. I mean, it's hilarious. You know, clocks him right in the face. I think Venom cares about her, so I don't think he'll do it. Can you read this? If I'm Carnage, I would put Venom. Yeah, I read that one. Go ahead, RJ. Get it, bro. Carnage would make fun, Eddie. Why do you care about her? I see Carnage saying that. Yo, it would be like, I can help you reunite in the afterlife. You know, he can do that. He's a sadistic fucker. Like, when I say there is no redemption, Carnage, there is no redemption. He is a sadistic asshole. There is no redemption for him at all. He is evil to the core. Absolutely to the core. The symbiote, Cletus, there's no redemption. You gotta freeze him, break him into a million pieces, then burn him, then cremate him, then FedEx him to the Arctic Circle, and then blow up the Arctic Circle. You don't leave him alive at all, because this dude will kill people. He doesn't kill with motive. He just kills because it's fun, like because it's funny. Like, it's funny to him. It's humorous. What he's doing is creating art. And that is a blank canvas, and he's going to kill Anne right all over it. And yeah, I can just see stuff like that happening. Exactly, Phoenix. Exactly. If Venom leaves Eddie looking to get stronger, have a stronger host after Anne's death, and during that, Peter would have lost Ned looking for revenge. You see what I'm saying? It links up. It matches up perfectly. Those two things match up so perfectly, it's uncanny. Like, Eddie and Venom split because Anne's dead. Eddie's depressed. He's in a rut. Peter loses Ned. Peter's pissed off. Peter's angry because we haven't actually seen Tom Holland's Spider-Man be pissed. Like, I want to see him angry. That's when you bring the symbiote to him, and that's how you merge him and Venom. It links. You see, it links up perfectly. I'm just saying, it links up perfectly. Phoenix, you get it. That's it. You get it. I think if you're talking about Venom when he met Eddie, then he wouldn't mind killing Anne. But Eddie, yeah, exactly. And Venom, he likes them, you know? Mishima, oh, hey, what's up? Hi, the Chosen One. What's so good about Venom? What's so good about Venom? It's Venom. Well, come on. It's Venom. Lee. Oh, hey, Lee, what's up? I mean, I hope you're doing good, Mishima. Eddie gets injured badly and sees Anne crying, feeling sorry for him. Kills the boyfriend so Anne can be with Eddie. Anne is screaming no while crying. Then Carnage gets Anne and kills her. I can see that. That's likely. I can see that. I think that the boyfriend will die saving Anne. You think Anne's safe. Anne dies anyway. I know it makes her boyfriend's death meaningless, but it doesn't in the context of if Anne's boyfriend was a scummy arsehole and that was his redemption, it would be a waste. But because he's not a scummy arsehole and he's a nice guy, seeing him die is gonna suck. Like, it's like, man, you're a nice guy. You're a lovely dude. He dies. Then you think Anne's safe. They pull a Walking Dead and they Glen her. I'm telling you that. How sad would that be? The boyfriend thinks, I've saved you, Anne. Anne dies as well. Eddie then feels the guilt that he's robbed her of a wedding thing or whatever, robbed her of a happy life. An innocent man's just died, and the love of his life is dead. That is how you end a second act. That's how you do it. I think I wish The Last Jedi could have taken some lessons for that. Hope you're doing good, Lee. Yeah, I don't think Carnage will kill Ned. I think Ned will die by other means. I did think Tom Holland can't get mad, let's be honest. Well, no, I mean, Tom Holland can't. But I think it would really... I think Tom Holland can play it well. We've just got to give him the emotional range. If Venom merged with somebody that is kind of a jerk, then Venom would be a lot more brutal. Yeah, he merged with Flash Thompson, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure it's Flash. But Matt Gargan, when he merges with him, yeah, he's dangerous. But Eddie's different. You know, Eddie has a moral compass. I wish the OG Spider-Man comes back. Well, you never know. It's possible. Rumor has it in No Way Home, Peter gets pissed at a death and tries to kill the Green Goblin or some other villain, who knows, and Tom Holland did say he filmed a crying scene. See what I mean? If Ned is the one to die, Ned and Anne dying serves Venom and Spider-Man. That lays the foundation perfectly. Symbiote exchange, Venom and Spider-Man crossover. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Devil All the Time. That's a good one. I kind of like that they made her boyfriend not a typical douchebag, and he's actually a nice guy to the point where you want... Exactly. You want them to be happy, you know? And even though Eddie's not with her, I'm sure he's like, you know what? I'm happy that at least, you know, you're happy. I do think the boyfriend is a bit of a weirdo, though, because it's like, you know, if, like, my ex is, you know, if my current girlfriend has her ex in the picture, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Get him out of here. What am I bloody helping him for? Get this guy out of here. Get him out. And yeah, it's going to be guilty by association. So yeah, he's dying, she's dying. Both of them are dead. But Chosen is glad there isn't any major big love drama in the movie, unlike I Dump You. Oh, God. That was cringe to another level. In case you guys aren't wondering, Stranger Things, where she's like, I dump your ass. God. Like, it's already bad enough that she said, I dump your ass. But then they go, and then running off in the corner like, get out of here. I was like, God almighty, what is this Twilight shit? Yeah. I just clocked it. What if Carnage says, toast to the happy couple. Stab. Raise. Fling him. Dark, but that's what Carnage will do. Carnage will sing the wedding theme while he's swinging their dead bodies around. Seriously, he's done that kind of stuff in the comics. That's the level that he brings to this movie. Thinking of Cobra Kai. That he brings to the movie. Yeah, make Tom Holland Spider-Man mad, and that's how you bring the symbiote over. If No Way Home isn't multiverse, it's going to go down as the biggest letdown. And well, yeah, especially, I mean, if it wasn't multiverse, they would have probably said by now. But it's just, man, gotta be careful. I'm imagining that, and I'm dying. Yeah, because in a way, it's funny. Like, it's funny that Carnage would get the two bodies of the wife and well, the wife to be and the husband to be, right? And he's going, here comes the bride. Like, honestly, that's what he would do. And I wouldn't be surprised. And I think you could make it a really emotional moment. Like, that bit in and of itself could be funny. But the minute after Eddie sees what's happening, Tom Hardy will act his bollocks off in a scene like that, and he would make you feel all types of emotions. A Deadpool meeting Carnage, that'd be, and you could give Deadpool a suit. But honestly, like, after watching this trailer, she is 100% dying. I don't know if the boyfriend's dying. The boyfriend, you could go one of two ways. I don't really see him just wandering off. You either give him a revenge storyline and blaming Eddie, or you have him die with her. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to do the traditional Hollywood trope. The boyfriend saves the girl. You think the girl's safe. Carnage kills her too. They both die. Like, it's going to be a misdirect. The boyfriend's dead. Carnage kills him. You think Anne's safe. All of a sudden, then she's dead. Honestly, that's what they're going to do. They're going to do that. It's just, as soon as I saw the wedding ring and then fighting in the church, I was, is this the church? I'm not sure. I think so. But I think they're both going to die. And I think it's going to serve Carnage to literally use their dead bodies to go. Like, he'll do that. He's a sick fucker. Oh, it's too dark. No, it's necessary. It's necessary to showcase how dastardly and how much of a twat this guy is. In order to defeat Carnage in another storyline, Deadpool had to bond with the Life Foundation symbiotes, Riot, Forge, Agony, and Lasher to defeat. Exactly. Carnage is that overpowered. And it's not that Venom isn't as powerful as he is. Venom, for me, can be on the same level as Carnage. It's just the difference is between Venom and Carnage. Carnage has no holds barred. He won't question things. He'll do it. Venom has Eddie inside of him to question him, or they're constantly in conflict. Cletus is already a serial killer. Carnage is a nut job. You combine the two of them, it's like combining Pennywise, Ronald McDonald from Raka Raka, and a symbiote and Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger all in one. Like you just Stop making me laugh, please, with this singing. Well, I'm giving you foreshadowing of what's to come. If people complain about Carnage being brutal, then, man, people will, and it's going to annoy me. In order to preserve the integrity of the character and to really serve the story, you need him to be brutal. I mean, look, I would love Venom 2 to be rated R. I think it would be perfect as rated R. Or what you could do is you could have two... Oh, no, because then Sony won't do that. Sony won't do it. They'll still keep it PG-13, but if anything, push it as far as you can. Push it to the maximum of where you can get a PG-13 movie. Push it as far as you can. Have an F-bomb in there. Maybe Venom says to Carnage, fuck you. Have a little F-bomb in there. Really push it. Push it. And the scene where he's using his tongue to go down that guy's, what is it, in the thing when he's presumably escaping. Like, that bit there. That there. Like, come on, even for a PG-13, that is fucking grim. Ugh. But this bit here, right, where Cletus is kneeling down, I can see this part being after the fight, after Anne dies, and him kneeling down to Eddie saying, "Is what it is." I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, we need more rated R facts. If Logan taught us anything. Deadpool, Venom, or Thanos, who's your favorite bad guy? Well, the first two you mentioned are anti-heroes, so I'm going to go Thanos. Out of those three. Exactly. They show that, but not people's heads getting lopped off. Like, you can get... The thing is, you guys would be surprised. You can get away with a lot of violence at PG-13. Like, in Star Wars, people's heads get decapitated nearly in every movie. But they just... The lightsaber cauterizes the wound, so you won't really see any blood, except for... Well, I say that, except in New Hope, when Ben Kenobi cuts off the guy's arm, you visibly see blood with it on the floor, and that film was rated U. It's crazy. Let's scroll up. Yinko, how are you? PG-13. Yeah, it's gonna be PG-13. And the only reason it'll be PG-13, yeah, everyone say hello to Yinko, is because the first one was. They set the foundation for that. And this is what worries me with characters like Blade and stuff coming, is you can't water it down. With Venom and Carnage, I suppose you could push PG-13. Someone like Blade, he has a literal sword that cuts people in half. You cannot water that down. You can't. But I would preferably like this to be rated R. Well, if Peter had Venom when he tries and saves Gwen, he would go rogue, seeing another person he loves dies after Ned. He would chase after Norman. Maybe. You could really push Tom Holland's Spider-Man down a dark route. And that's where Venom 2 and No Way Home link up. I'm telling you, it lays the foundation. Well, I mean, I really want Toby and Andrew to be in the film. I'm not expecting them to be in it a lot, but just an appearance would be great. But it feels like at this point, no matter what Sony do with that movie, people will still hate on it. Even if it's a good movie, people will still hate on it. So, Supernaturals is TV-14, and you see vampires get beheaded, people get stabbed through the neck. Yeah, but it's a different business model. It's not Disney or Marvel. That's the thing. Disney or Marvel, their PG-13 is lit. If I'm being honest, Disney and Marvel's version of PG-13 is PG. It's not PG-13. It's a soft PG. PG-13 to me is like, you know, really intense stuff that's not blood, but it's intense. Exactly. There you go, King. You know what I'm on about. Mace cutting off Jango Fett's head. And you actually see the head, Jango Fett's head, come flying out of the helmet. So, yeah, I mean, as long as the execution in the movie's good, but I just really want them to go balls to the wall. Don't pull any punches. Don't pull any punches. Go all out. You got to make this film dark. It's the second act. I love how we're talking about Venom and like Star Wars comparisons, and Ali just mentions Captain Marvel. Okay, I agree with you, but if Kevin Feige says they're not in it, then it would be the fans' fault if they're upset because Toby and Andrew aren't in it. Well, I agree. But I feel like as much as you can blame the fans, you can come out and say, no, they're not in this movie. Don't build yourselves up to that. You know, you can dismiss it. And they haven't dismissed it. So until they dismiss it, it's all up in the air. Literally, a trailer is what we need. A fucking trailer. Fuck's sake. See you later, Infinite Edit. Take care. Winter Soldier is an exception. Same with Civil War, but you're right. Yeah. Oh, Civil War's amazing. Carnage and Venom, a good example would be the bloody Cap shield. Yeah, exactly. In Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when John Walker kills the Flag Smasher, it cuts away, but you still see the blood on the shield. Even if you do stuff like that, it still adds to the gravity of it. You disrespect Captain Marvel. I'm not talking about a movie character because the movie wasn't good. I have no. You've confused me. I have no idea what you're on about. She's not in this discussion. It's like talking about Dr. Octopus and then suddenly mentioning Ghost Rider. They don't what? Irrelevant to the conversation. Irrelevant to the conversation. Kevin Feige hasn't said anything about the movie, and Far From Home had rumors of Toby and Andrew coming, but Kevin never said they were in it or not. This is the thing. If it was me personally, I would personally come out and dismiss those rumors right away. Because otherwise, what's going to happen? Don't worry, Ali. It's all good, man. Because what's going to happen is it's going to be a Star Wars sequel territory thing where we let fans build up all these expectations. Then we can't please them. And then, well, we know how that ended. I mean, actually, well, to be fair, I say that, but they didn't even understand basic story structure. But to answer your earlier point, Ali, Captain Marvel does have some great characters in her comic lines. She does. But we'll see them as time goes along. I'm going to go for another 21 minutes, guys, I think, or another 10 minutes. I'm not sure. Because I've kind of gone through the trailer. I've said what I need to say. I've broken it down. I've said my piece. But honestly, yeah. What comics should I read? Give him some comics in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Give him some comics. Yeah, well, this is the thing. Spider-Man is mostly for kids, but his villains are like, if they really wanted to, they could make his villains the worst. Like, Sandman could literally do shit like fill your lungs with sand and choke you from the inside. Like, stuff like that. Like, that. They could be really dark if they wanted to push them. Dr. Octopus could have like these metal spikes, could stab you, you know, just saying. Abbas says, favorite anti-hero of all time, Jason Todd. I would agree. I think Jason Todd is mine too. I love Jason Todd. There you go. Look at that. You got some in here. Red Robin, Venom Lethal Protector. Look at that. Ultimate Spider-Man, the whole thing. There you go. You got some recommendations. Just get versed in some more of the Spider-Man rogues gallery. Get versed in those kind of guys, because those guys are sick. And honestly, the 90s cartoon, like I might has Disney Plus still got the 90s animated series? Because I kind of want to watch the Venom episodes again. Wacky theory: Venom does not take place in the MCU or the Raimi verse. It's definitely not in the Raimi verse. But I think it might be in the MCU. But I think the way they're going to do it is, I personally believe Venom and Carnage are already in the MCU. However, it's going to be like, let me get a pen and pad. Let me show you what I mean. So basically, and this is me giving you a Professor Jacobs session. Right. So this is this circle, right? This circle here. This is the MCU. So this is the MCU. Okay. So let's say you got Venom and you got Carnage, right? They're here. What's going to happen is this. Loosely connected. So they're in, but they're not fully in. That kind of thing. It's going to be sort of like that. He has the symbiote in that one. There you go. Technical difficulties, folks. Sorry about that. That was strange. But yeah, honestly, I feel like that's what it's going to be. So pretty much, you've got Venom, you've got the MCU here, right? And then this is Spunk. This is the universe. And then what you do, Madam Web, right? You have Madam Web right here, and then there you go. Madam Web is the key to linking both the universes. That's what you do with Madam Web. Just throwing it out there. See, I already know what they're going to do before they do it. After Civil War, One More Day is trash, but it was one of the most iconic Spider-Man story arcs ever. Do you think Carnage will be in Venom 3 with a new villain? I think you should save Carnage forever. Like, get rid of him. Like, honestly, get rid of him. At the end of the second film, have him disappear. Have him disappear. Have him bugger off. And then bring him into maybe Venom 4 or something. Give us a break from Carnage. Have Carnage out there and be completely, like, he's gone. Venom can break the fourth wall. Maybe. There you go. Watch that. There's one for you. Spider-Man and Venom, Maximum Carnage. Do that one. Yeah, exactly. Check out RJ's thing. If I had to pick a Marvel woman to date or marry or date, who would it be? I don't know. They're all pretty fire. They're all pretty fire, to be fair. Spider-Man Secret Wars. Exactly. But yeah, I didn't see if you guys put it in the chat. Does Disney Plus still have the Spider-Man animated series? Because this stream has literally got me in the mood to go and watch the episodes with Venom and Carnage. Do you think Null will be in Venom 3? I feel like it would be too soon. It'll be too soon for me. Too soon. But that will be the question then. What will they do for Venom 3? Because personally, for me, I would... oh, they do? They do? Oh, sweet. Cool. I'm going to be... I know what I'm having. Personally, I would save Null for a bit later on. Not yet. Really establish the symbiotes. Really establish the big symbiotes. All of them. And then you bring in Null. And yeah. Exactly, Face. It's like he's an endgame type villain for Venom, you know? The 90s animated series is an amazing series. It really is. Yeah. There you go. See, Tristan, that's a good shout. Toxin is a good shout. He is a very good shout. But I don't want Carnage in the third film. I really don't. I want Carnage in the second film, Carnage kills Anne and the boyfriend. He then disappears, and you don't see him for at least a movie or two. You have him out there. So then that way, it's always on Eddie and Venom's mind. Where is he? What is he doing? You know, they're losing sleep at night because they can't find him. And then you open up the third Venom movie with Eddie and Venom waking up to the nightmare of the same image of Anne dying in their heads on repeat. That's how you do it. Trust me, it can really make them serve emotional weight. Venom, anti-venom, and toxin for a short period of time. Yeah, exactly. No. I know phase, but I'm just saying, like, you know, for all intents and purposes, have Carnage disappear. Like, have him disappear. And then have him and Spider-Man, Venom and Spider-Man team up. What is the 90s animated show called? Oh, it's called Spider-Man, the Animated Series, the 90s. You know, look it up. Its theme song is literally, you know, Does Venom got a jar of dirt, though? Ha, ha, ha. Oi, fish face. Come to negotiate, have you slimy git? It's like, I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it? Enough. Hard to starboard. What are you doing? What are you doing? Whoa, what are you doing? What are you... And Eddie was anti-Venom and Toxin for a while when Flash was Venom. Yeah, exactly. Venom 3, you introduce... Wait, hang on. You don't... Flash is already... Oh, no. Oh, no. I've just had a thought. If they give Flash a symbiote to go with the comic book route, the MCU Flash they have... I'm sorry, bros. No. Nah, not as a symbiote. Oh, God. The Flash from The Amazing Spider-Man 2... Oh, hell yeah. Like, honestly, that Flash was amazing. Like, that Flash Thompson, I loved his character. Perfect. Just a shame they didn't do more with him. What is the 90s animated show you're talking about? Oh, for fuck. How do you not know about this show? Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Where is it? Let me just find a picture of it. Honestly, oh, God, I can't believe you don't know it, bro. This is like literally only one of the best animated shows of all time. Like, God almighty. I feel sorry for people that I mean, look at this. Look at that. Venom, Carnage, and Spider-Man. Hell yeah. It'll look like this, Ali. It'll look like that. There you go, look like that. So look for that one. And binge the whole thing. Has the Sinister Six in there, has Kingpin, Daredevil, has Doctor Strange in there, Secret Wars, all of it. Why does Eddie not change to a dark person? Because the symbiote bonds to a host to survive. It doesn't change the host. It only amplifies things about them. With someone like Matt Gargan, Matt Gargan's he's a twisted asshole. So with Venom bonding with him, it just, yeah. It amplifies the characteristics of its host. That's the one thing Spider-Man 3 got right. When Dr. Connors was saying to Peter, it amplifies the characteristics of its host, because it does. It amplifies Eddie's sort of gray conflict area. If Venom was to bond with Cletus Cassidy, Venom would be killing everyone. Like, it amplifies. Carnage is a spy for Carlton Drake who survived but is believed to be dead. Oh God, could you imagine? That's like a Fast and Furious plot right there. From 1994. Yeah, that's the one, bro. You got it. Symbiotes, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, like, as much as I love Flash Thompson symbiote, the Flash Thompson from the MCU, man, like, nah. No. Exactly. If it was the Amazing Spider-Man Flash, I would say yes. But this one, no. Absolutely not. Comics Flash is different from MCU Flash, so bring a different actor, then reference his history. There's no point. There's no point. It would just confuse people. I mean, MCU Flash is okay, but in comparison to what Flash actually is, like, do you what? I have a theory. In Spider-Man 3, right? Flash is at Harry Osborn's funeral. I have a theory. I think if they were going to continue, Flash Thompson would have been Peter's new friend. I'm just saying, I think that would have been the route they went. Because why the hell was Flash Thompson at Harry Osborn's funeral? What? And don't worry, when the watch parties get to Spider-Man 3, I'll talk on that. But it makes no sense. I need to look into it, unless you guys can confirm for me. Null was created during the 90s. Wasn't Blade in there too? Yeah, Blade. Yes, exactly. Blade's in there. Morbius is in there. They literally have almost every iconic person in there in some way. War Machine. Batman Reborn by Grant Morrison. That's a good one. Kingpin and Hammerhead and Norman bidding for Venom, and who have to take it as a weapon, and we all know who takes it, Peter, and it becomes a chase to the death. Maybe I wouldn't mind that, but I do like the idea of Ned dying, and then that way that is a bonding, that is an opening for. Oh God, didn't I say earlier about how Venom versus Spider-Man is going to be Batman versus Superman? They're going to be fighting, and then Peter's going to be like, "I'm sorry about Anne. Why did you say that name?" You'd be like, "Oh God, not that again." King says Batman the animated series, Spider-Man animated, X-Men animated, in those order, no debate. I don't know about the order. I'm a little conflicted on the order, but those three, abso-fucking-lutely. Hell yes. Absolutely. I mean, you remember that original theme for the X-Men show? Na 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 na. Whew. They went for a more modern approach with the MCU, hence the cyberbullying and rich trope. I mean, it may be a modern approach, but even bullies today, they ain't like that. Like, he would be the one that would get bullied. Like, he would be the one. Peter would be left alone. People would bully him. It feels like all the times that can they just get bullies right for once? This is one thing that Amazing Spider-Man did. The guy that played Flash Thompson, you believed he would have been a bully because he had that jockish kind of feel. But I don't know. Flash Thompson in the Sam Raimi one, fully grown man, and then MCU one, he's not intimidating at all. He's weak sauce. I don't understand how Peter lets him get away with so much. Man, just trip him up. How do you get bullied by that dude? Like, God Almighty, ugh, it's terrible as a bully. Like, not against the actor. I think the actor does a great job with what he's given, but it's just the route that they're going with him. I don't know. But there is a scene at the end of Far From Home when Peter and Aunt May reunite, and Flash is standing there, and he's looking for someone to pick him up, and no one shows up. That could be an opening to make Flash a decent character. That is the opening. I love using a pen when I'm making my points. It's just like, honestly, just think of what I said earlier on. Carnage kills Anne, kills the boyfriend. He stabs both of by impaling them through the chest, and he goes like sadistic, but dark, and it fits. That is the worst Batman movie, in my opinion. You know that Null is Oh yeah. Well, I like the scenes, but the overall plot, no. You know that Null is connected to Gore the Butcher because he created the Necro Silver. Well, with them bringing him into Thor: Love and Thunder, they can connect to that. That Martha Steen still makes me laugh. Why did you say that name? Pretty sure Peter would be MCU Flash. Ned would be MCU Flash. It's terrible. It's just, I'm sorry. Yeah, look, I mean, look, you guys know me. I work with actors. It's not anything against the actor. I just feel like the character of Flash Thompson needs to be a thug. Like, he needs to be literally the definition of an American jock. No disrespect to my fellow Americans. He needs to be an American jock. He needs to be a steroid version of Johnny Storm. Like, come on. Like, come on. And obviously they're going a different route with him, but I personally wouldn't have gone that route. MCU Flash is funny, but I can't say he's funny, but I can't take him seriously. I really can't. Take this with a huge pinch of salt. Oh God, what is it? The MCU Flash has potential, but it's just not the Flash Thompson that would have stood on his own 2 feet, and they could have done so much more with it. But they're clearly going to give Flash something else. Demi, what's up, pal? Apparently, the new Flash movie is having Henry Cavill Superman. He was spotted on set. Please. Please. Come on. DC, get your shit together. Oh, God. The Amazing Spider-Man Flash is under... You know what? What did I say in the watch party yesterday before it collapsed? I said, that is going on the list. Guess what? That's going to be a video. Honestly, I love the Flash Thompson and Amazing Spider-Man. He's why did they do nothing more with it? He's been downgraded to a cameo. Oh, yeah, I mean, fuck. Get Man of Steel 2. For God's sake, DC, get your shit together. God almighty. I've been waiting. I'll tell you what, me and Ty have been waiting for a Man of Steel 2 for fucking ages. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, look at that shot right there. Jesus Christ. Honestly. Man. Nah, I wouldn't have made him Harry Osborn either. Amazing Spider-Man Flash is actually Wally West, though most casual fans think he's Barry Allen. What? That confused me. Different universe. JPEG, are you going to do a Miguel and Sam vid? Yes. That's not the scene with Andrew and Flash after Uncle Ben's death. Yeah, exactly. That's the scene. That's the scene. Yeah, he stopped bullying him, but it gives you an exploration into why people do what they do, and I fucking love it. He's like, feels better, right? I understand. I'm sorry. Like, come on, there was potential there. Oh, you were replying to Tristan. Oh, my my bad, Curious Crew. The evilness of Carnage. I want a Man of Steel 2, man. I don't want much in life, but a Man of Steel 2 is what I need. I don't want it. I need it. Hearing that score again in Zack Snyder's Justice League, man. And this is grim. Just look at it. It's just, oh, God. I mean, who's going to do a better job at their respective roles? Thomas Ian Griffith or Woody Harrelson? Both are going to do sick, but Woody Harrelson just edges it. Well, for me, Woody Harrelson will do great as Carnage and do great as Cletus. But I have been waiting to see Thomas Ian Griffith reprise the role of Silver for a long time. So I stick with Thomas, but it's very close, you know. The guy who played Rorschach in Watchmen, he would have been a fantastic Cletus Cassidy. He would have been fantastic. Don't worry, Curious. It's all right. That shot right there is incredible. Jesus Christ. Honestly, this movie looks sick. But that bit right there, that's the bit. I'm telling you, that frame was put in the trailer for a reason. They're building us up. We're getting Gwen Stacy 2.0. Can't do that again, man. God's sake. You remember when Gwen Stacy dies in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Heartbreaking. I kind of felt bad for Flash when Peter bullied him in a basketball scene. Flash wasn't even messing with him. He just wanted his basketball. Well, I think he deserved that. That was some karma. But, you know, you do get to see the nuance of why he was that way. I can get a new Gods movie come on DC. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Never going to happen or something. Yeah. Yeah. Just, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what. Sorry, I don't know what they're doing over there. Henry Cavill wants to play the role. People like Henry Cavill. People love Superman. People enjoyed Man of Steel. What? It's like what EA are doing with the Star Wars game license. Like, get your shit together. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, have some self-respect. Like, God almighty. They've got literally everything going for them. People will throw money at them for a Man of Steel 2. Screw Aquaman 2 and Black Adam and all these other things. As cool as they are, Man of Steel 2. Yeah, the first trailer was good, but this one got me hyped. I don't like Amazing Spider-Man Peter. He was too cool to be a nerd, but I love his Spider-Man. That's fair. Sholo has confirmed his role in Blue Beetle. It's happening. Yes! Go on, Sholo. Good man. How long have I been saying that Sholo Marjuana would play a perfect Blue Beetle? I've been saying it for ages. I've been saying it for flipping ages. Finally, Warner Brothers make a good decision. Get it, Sholo. Go on, my son. I'm telling you, he's going to be perfect as it. I often pride myself on my ability to sort of see things from a mile away, and I'm telling you instantly, Sholo is going to nail it. I'm telling you, I called this ages ago. I know castings and stuff. I'm telling you, I've been saying it for ages. Sholo is perfect for Blue Beetle. Absolutely perfect. Hey, Warner Brothers, if you're listening, can you start hiring me, please? Because I'm the one that gave I laid the work on the campfire. Get me a job there, and I'll show you how to do Superman. That's it. Let's go, Sholo. Exactly. I'm so happy for him. And I tell you what, if Sholo is going to be Blue Beetle, I want Tanner Buchanan to be Harry Osborn. I want him to be Harry Osborn. I think he would nail it. Oh yeah, Sholo's destined for greatness for sure. He's going to go far. Most of the COBRA cast is destined for big things. They really are. EA Star Wars licenses gone, Activision or Ubisoft. Well, they've still got it. It's just other developers can now start doing stuff. But my problem is, come on, man, give me some more games. I want some more Star Wars based games and new day graphics. As much as I love playing the classics. That rhymed. Now can we get Tanner as Harry Osborn? Hell yeah, that'd be sick. Gianni DiCenzo as Tim Drake. I think he'd be good voicing Tim Drake. I don't know if he has the look for Tim Drake, but I think he would be good voicing him. What things do you want to see from Cobra Kai Season 4 teaser? I'll talk about that in a video. Jake and I have been saying Tanner should be Harry Osborn. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Can we get a Jon Stewart series? He deserves one on movie. Well, why can't they do where they have Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart leading the Green Lantern Corps? What? They've got everything right in front of them. Timothy Chalamet or Tanner. Those are good choices. Those are good choices. At the end of Venom, why was Carnage in jail? Because Carnage isn't actually Carnage yet. That's Cletus. Cletus Cassidy is a serial killer. That's why he's in prison. And what happens is, judging by the trailer, Eddie's going to visit him to get a story to write about and to post on his blog. And then obviously, Cletus bites him. The blood of Eddie, he swallows it. And that's where the symbiote is. And the symbiote merges with Cletus. That's how that happens. Now can we get William Zabka in a Fast and Furious movie? Oh, hell yes. Hell yeah. I think the main cast, Sholo, Tanner, Merigiani, maybe, and Defo Jacob are going to do great things. Peyton's already on to great things. Yeah, Peyton's been around for a while. I mean, I think Jacob, you know what? If they're going to do a serial killer type movie, he would nail it. Think of the scene in season 2, right, when he's chasing Dimitri through the school, right? It has one of my favorite cuts in the show. Chris in the face, who's badass now, drops the book, and it cuts to the Hawk score, doors slam open. Telling you. It'd be perfect. Tanner and Tom. Exactly. Tanner and Tom could really... Tanner and Tom. Tomna. That'd be the new shipping name. I think they'd be perfect. Because Tom Holland's not a tool guy. And Tanner's not a tool guy. They fit. And Harry Osborn he's rich, he's good looking. Tanner would be perfect for that, Do you think Ralph Macchio will retire again after Cobra? Yeah, I think Cobra Kai will probably be his swan song. I mean, I think, you know, whatever he was doing beforehand, I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to round it off there for this evening. This has been Chosen Live 29. I've talked Venom. I've talked this trailer. I've broke it down a little bit. We've gone through it. We've analyzed some of the idiosyncrasies and all that kind of stuff that was created. We've had good discussion. You guys have learned a bit about the symbiotes, and I've learned a little bit more about stuff that I didn't know. And in regards to the Spider-Man watch party, I can only apologize in length to everyone for all that shtick that happened. And I was going to announce it at the end of the watch party, but yeah, live Q&A will be coming probably on around August the 15th, around my birthday. And I'm going to let you guys in one at a time to ask a couple of questions, whatever you wish. No doubt I'm going to get some very interesting questions up in there. You guys know what I'm on about. But yeah, we're going to be resuming tomorrow. We're going to be resuming from the point when Uncle Ben dies. So around the 50th minute mark, but we'll all fire it up and we'll all start from the same point. And then we'll finish it off. And then this Sunday, me, RJ, King, and Yinko, we've got some juicy topics for the discussion. And then the following week, we're on Spider-Man 2. So yeah, so I'm definitely going to be doing Chosen Lives in between. So gaming streams might be less, but we'll have to see. I just need to get the balance right. Just naturally a very busy guy. And Evan, you know exactly what you're doing, and that is exactly why I said I know what questions to expect. Will Mrs. Chosen One be there with you? Lol. Unfortunately, no. Can't wait for that. Yeah, exactly. Tanner looks like he could pull it off. Tanner is Tom's new uni lab partner. Oh, that could work. That could work. If they haven't known each other, if they're going to go a different route, that could work. I prefer him being the longtime friend of Peter, but if they're going to go a different route, that could work. Yeah, hashtag give a Man of Steel 2. Good night to you too, Chosen Vader. Night Evan, night RJ, night King. Martin Cove would be a great villain. Night Mohammed, night Curious Crow, night Tristan. No more Cobra Kai game. Don't worry, I will return to it. I'm sure you've got a compilation, like a part 2 compilation in the wings. See you later, Chosen Vader. See you later, Tristan. See you later, RJ. All right, guys, this is Jacob signing off as the Chosen One. And remember, we are Venom. And if I have to end this with one thing, just remember, the boyfriend dies saving Anne, right? You think Anne's safe? Stab, and then as Venom watches on. Powerful. Sad, heartbreaking, and dark. Phoenix said, yeah, and you, Phoenix. You take care. I'm off to go get some shut-eye. All right, guys. Chosen One signing out. And yeah, there you go. If you guys have never, there you go, have a cider. Copperberg. See you guys in another video soon.